Hello, welcome to the channel. So in my last video, we create our first room in the Unreal Engine. As you can see, it's pretty good. So today in this video, we will cover some information about the structure of objects. This is to ensure that you have a solid foundation in same important core concept before moving on. Then we will also introduce various concepts of making the objects move with a player interaction. We will cover BSP brushes, static mesh, texture and materials, and blueprints. So let's start with the BSP brushes. BSP stands for Binary Space Partition. It is a primary building blocks for level creating in a game development. It has a specific type of shapes like box, cone, sphere, and so on. There are two types of brushes. The brushes can be either in additive and subtractive in nature. The additive nature brushes are like volume, they fill up the space, and the subtractive nature of brushes used to form hollow spaces. For example, it create a hole in a wall in which to place a door and its frame. Basically, it subtract from one object to another. Now on the other side, there is a static mesh. Static mesh is a geometry made up of polygons. It is made up of line connecting vertices. Static mesh has a vertex that cannot be animated, but the entire mesh can be translate, rotate and scale. Like take an example of lamp and the door as we have seen before. So here static mesh are usually first created in external software program such as Maya, Blender and any other 3D software, and then we can import it into the Unreal Engine. So it is basically a external 3D model. So here a tip for you to making a static mesh a movable object. So let's take a static mesh like chair. From content, probes, click and drag into our map. The chair we have in map is not movable. So to make it movable, we need to change a couple of settings under the chair's details. So go to the chair, make sure it should be selected. Go to the detail tab, go to transform, then mobility, then change it from static to movable. And next we want the chair to be able to respond to us. Means if we want to move the chair from one place to another, it should be movable. So go little down to details, to the physics settings, and make sure the checkbox for simulate physics is checked. So when this click is checked, the auto link settings set the collision to be a physics actor. So now when you walk into the chair, you will able to push it around. Chair is still static mesh, but now it is movable. As you can see, I can shoot the chair and shoot will move or shoot will collide. So as you can see, as I shoot the chair will collide or chair will movable. Now next thing is creating a material in Unreal. The surface look is determined by a many factors like color, presence of print, pattern, design, reflectivity, transparency and many more. These factors combined together give the surface its unique look. Let's take a look at what is behind the screen in the material. So go to the content, material and double click on the black clay brick. Now this will open the material editor. As you can see, base color, roughness, normal have inputs to a base brick clay, which is a material node. These inputs make the brick wall look like a brick walls. This input can take a value from various sources like using color mixing RGB, from texture input or texture images like JPG, PNG and so on. Let us just keep in mind that material are applied to a surface and texture are what let us keep in mind that material are applied to a surface and textures. These are what we can see. Let us just keep in mind that material are applied to a surface and texture are what we can use to combine to give the relative look. So after creating a material, the question is, how do we apply the various texture that come with material onto the surface? The method we used is called texture mapping. Texture mapping assigns pixel from a texture image to a point on a surface of a polygon. The texture image is called a UV texture map. And again the question is how to create and use the texture map. So we will first need to unwrap the mesh at the screen and lay it down in a 2D. Will then be unwrapped back around the mesh. So to create a better appearance in surface, we use multi-texturing. It gives a better control to artists for detailing the object as per their requirement. First texture map, an important texture map, is normal map. Normal map gives the surface little bumps and dents. Normal maps add the detail to the surface without increasing the number of polygons. So the next thing is collisions. An object have collision property that modify the design the behavior of object when it collide with another object. The first property is simulation generate hit event. When this stick is clicked, the alert is arised when the object has a collision. Second property is generate overlap event. It is basically similar to a simulation generate hit event, but when this flag is clicked, in order to generate an event, all the object need to have another object to overlap with it. Third is collision enabled. It has a property allows no collision, no physics, no enabled collisions. Collision enabled is selected when physical collision is needed. No collision is selected when no collision is wanted. No physical collision is selected when the object is used only for non-physical type collision like overlap, sweeps and all. After in the last I am going to introducing a blueprint. The Unreal editor offer a ability to create custom events for the game level through a visual scripting system. Here we are able to control gameplay without having a knowledge of actual coding. This makes it easier for non-coder to design and modify the gameplay. In blueprints, we can visually control the game action and perform various tasks. So that's all for today, guys. We will continue with our series. See you tomorrow, and don't forget to subscribe the channel. Thank you. Take care.